Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. It's Monday, Monday, Monday. You know what time it is? It's SlideJawb Racing time. And this Season 4 Cup is brought to you by the Colonial Riders. Let's go racing.
Welcome, race fans, here tonight at SlideJawb Racing League as we get ready to take on Texas Motor Speedway for round number 4. We're going to have a great race here tonight as I am going to be accompanied here tonight with my sidekick guys here, Brian Johnson and Zach Hall.
Hello, fellers. Hello, everybody out there in live stream land, I guess we could call it.
Live stream.
Yeah, live stream land. Yeah, lamb. Yeah, lamb.
You
land.
Used to hear TV land, so.
TV land, yeah, that's right. That's right, man. Well, hey, congratulations on... Congratulations. Well, thank you for coming up and joining me here tonight, as this is the first time you guys actually been here at SlideJawb.
Yeah. I'm super excited. I don't know about Brian. This is going to be a heck of a race, and Robert's been bragging on these guys, and I've even tuned in for a few nights, and I'm really glad to finally get a chance to do this, and it should be really, really fun tonight.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I'm super stoked about this league. It's I've heard some great things about it, and it looks pretty good. This track has been all sorts of busy during practice, which is something I like to see. All these drivers getting information, and so it gives us quite a bit to talk about here before this race.
Oh yeah, there's a lot to talk about. We can we will now go through run through the quick sponsorships here. I would like to give a shout out to Colonial Riders for coming aboard here with SlideJawb. Mend the Broken. Them guys are awesome for the military. If anybody wants to know anything about them, I don't know if they have a website, so I do apologize. I never really got that kind of info. So, but I also, like to say again, thank you to them for coming aboard, sponsoring these guys here at SlideJawb Racing League. It is awesome. I also got a quick run through some sponsorships here, then on to the freaky side of thing, guys. I'd like to give a big shout out to iPitting. You can go to ipitting.com. If you want to know a little bit about iPitting, which he just released version 2 of the dashboard that he's been working on for iRacers and iRacing. It's basically iPitting's a board is a web tool designed for iRacing teams. It helps you create iRacing series boards for all your teammates. It provides all your teammates a clear version of everyday data that they need: schedule, results, championship points, standings, anything that they run on in endurance races, and just any kind of racing. It can be oval, it can be dirt, it can be whatever iRacing offers. It gives you all that stuff. It's also a great help for your team community manager, which can use the tool to share on social networks with your team, what your team's doing and everything like that. So thank you for iPitting coming aboard freaky fast. Do much appreciate it. We also want to give a shout out to Be The Match. Make sure you go out, check out bethematch.org, and you can find Be The Match at your local area, surrounding area, wherever you live at. There's some way, somehow, where you can check into that stuff and help with cancer and different things like that. They've been around for 30 plus years, so make sure you check them out. And last but not least, always saved these guys here, as they are up here in the booth with me here, and I updated the Banner family. Tune in every Tuesday night at 11 o'clock to 11:15 for Dirty Air Podcast for all your motorsports and sim racing news on Facebook between 11 and 11:30 every Tuesday night. It is run by Zach Hall, that's up here in the booth with me, with Brian Johnson. I'm not sure you guys want to add anything into that there, guys?
Just add in anybody that enjoys really just a good lighthearted talk about some motorsports topics. Actually this week, because we didn't have a bunch of NASCAR races going on, other than the 2 road course races, we will have a fantasy football podcast this week. So we're going to talk a little bit about some football. Maybe if you like that, come check it out. But live on Facebook, and it's just a really fun chat with a group of guys, and we interact with the chat. And if anybody likes some of that, please come check it out, because we'd love to have you.
Yeah, it's a fun time. I have a good time doing it. I think you do too.
I have a good time listening.
Well, I appreciate that. That's exactly. I mean, that's the purpose of it. So
yeah, and
it's awesome to see people enjoy it.
Like I said, everybody out there, just any kind of motorsports racing news in general, doesn't matter what kind of use guys. Heck, it can be. Sorry, my language. It could be about dirt. It can be about off-roading, motorcycle racing, drag strip racing, which is something Brian likes to go watch. Things like that. About John Force and things like that. But I always said, I understand 11 o'clock's late for a lot of people. People get up for work the next day, but that does not mean you can't go back and listen to it. It's always there. You can go over and listen to it and turn it on and put it onto your Bluetooth speakers at work, or on your way to work on your radio in your car. So I mean, there's ways to listen to it. So
definitely. We appreciate it. Thank you, Robert, and thank you for Fast Broadcast.
Not a problem. All right. Well, that is the rundown of the tonight's sponsors here for SlideJawb. So now these guys they are in their driver's meeting. So this is where it takes our time here at Freaky Fast to get freaky crazy, freaky nuts, and talk. Oh, sorry, Zach's here. He doesn't like freaky nuts. Oops, I said it. So used to it.
Hey, it's a trademark now. So
is it a trademark now? Okay.
It's pretty much got to that point. Yes, it's your line.
Okay. Well,
you own it.
Well, I own it. Oh,
Yes, you
I got
own that line. That's for
I got to
sure.
copyright that then.
And hopefully you have better luck than Tom Brady.
Well, probably not. But all right. Well, yeah. Well, storylines. I know I seen a little bit of storylines here as we are, going into round number 5. It's been one well of a season, 4 races into this season with these guys, and a lot of action happens tail end of the races after the stages. These guys race every race, clean, good, but every position counts. I actually, and I told these to the fans out there, broadcasting these guys, I forget that I'm broadcasting because I become a fan because I'm sitting there watching these guys go around the track. I'm like rooting for different drivers and this and that. But, long shot, they got 2 wins on the season. Penske has finally got a win. And we have the number 3 of Dylan Parker. He finally got a win. And I do apologize. I forget what team he is actually on.
I believe Fast Pack, Robert.
That's
because
it.
they
Yes.
have a win. Yep.
That's right. Okay. Thank you. I appreciate that,
You're
Zach.
more
So,
than welcome, sir.
so we have 3 teams, 4 races that got a win. Now, here comes the question: are we gonna see a team get another win, or are we gonna see a new team finally break through that barrier and get a win? And looking up on the practice boards right now, it's showing that Fastpack is, looks like he's going to be starting on the pole there of Dylan, from what I can see. Am I correct there?
Yeah, he ran a 29.509 in qualifying. That's going to be roughly about 9 hundredths quicker in second
8,400.
place
Yeah.
there.
Yeah.
8,400. So that's quite a bit faster with this package
This
that we
back-to-back,
got
yeah.
in the A car here at Texas. And so it'll be interesting to see if he can stay up there. It's gonna be tight racing here in about the first 15, 20 laps on these tires. Long run can be a different story. We get a little bit spread out, but he's ran a good practice lap time too, 29.61. So that's a quick time as well. I think that would have think that's second quickest in practice. So he's got a fast car here tonight.
Definitely looking good from Dylan Parker there in the top of the board right now. But I'm also looking at maybe a new possible winner there in the 5 of Matthew. Very quick in practice. Didn't get as much as he got out of practice there in qualifying, but quick in practice there. But definitely looking strong there. So Emmanuel Wolf in the 15 also looking strong. Bryson Clark does have a win, so in the 22. So we got 2 winners there starting first and third so far, and that'll be very, very interesting to see how that plays out, Robert, because there's a lot of guys that haven't won yet, and it's going to be see who can get their name in that winners board now.
Mm-hmm. Most definitely, yeah. We'll see who can grab another win here, or as we do got the cutoff, we do got the points. I don't have the points up on my screen. I gotta get another screen. I got too much going on here right now. But who is on the cutoff line in the points as of right now after 4 races in the books?
12th in points right now is Matthew Chastain.
Okay.
So he's around the edge there. He qualified 15th. He's gonna hope to maybe get a top 10 tonight, get some good points. It's gonna be important because he's right, like you said, Rob, he's on the cut line. It looks like Gabriel Asek is on in 13th, but I do not believe he's here tonight at the racetrack. So that's going to push him down some. But Derek Newsom, let's see. Yeah, Derek Newsom is here tonight. So they're in the 7th, starting 9th. So that's pretty good. And he started ahead of points leader Davey Hendricks there in 4. So
yeah, and them 2 guys been battling out. Now the 7 of not Hendricks,
Newsom.
Thank you, Derek. He actually got suspended for 1 race, so he had to sit out. So for him being where he is in points,
that's pretty good.
Pretty good. The race after, I thought that he had to got suspended by the NASCAR officials for his pit crew did stuff he shouldn't have and had to pay the fine. I thought he would fall farther down the board, but he's rebounding back. And so the season is long, it's 12 weeks. So he's got time to, get back up there and battle these guys out.
Well, a lot of these guys do, because I'm looking between 13th and 20th place. There's only a difference of 9 points, so it's anybody's shot to get above that cut line here. Um, with 20th place only being 14 points out, so it's that's a tight race outside of the cutoff line.
Definitely is there, Brian. Yeah, that's those are going to be valuable positions tonight. Anybody can get those. So, like you said, Robert, Derek Newsom having to sit out a race there for suspension, and he's up in 14th. So he's going to look to push himself up in here. So someone in the top 12 is going to look and say, "Well, man, I need to get going," because looks like Derek, if he can continue what he produced these races before without the suspension, he may have already been in the top 12. So we'll have to see, though. Definitely have to keep it on track, and yeah, it's going to be a interesting ride for these guys. Points battles always stay close, and like Brian said, 14 points there from 20th to the cut line. That's 14 positions, I believe so. That's not much.
That's correct. That's correct. And I'm just reading. Let's see here. Reading some more storylines here. We do got JB Motorsports in the 19. He qualified 6th. That's a good qualifying for him right there of Jordan.
Definitely looking
down at
good
29.6. Not bad, not bad.
Yeah, a little bit quicker than he ran in practice too. So anytime you could pick up from practice to qualifying, you're going to be pretty happy with that. So good lap there from Jordan.
Yeah, Jordan. Yeah, and he's one of them drivers too that he's been about a middle pack driver here the past 2 races. So I wonder if Texas is gonna fall into his wheelhouse. We'll have to see too. We also got a Penske driver up here in 3rd position of Bryson Clark there at 22. He has a win on the season already, and last week at Martinsville, he didn't have a race that he wanted. It was demolition, beat up on the 22 car. Basically, the poor guy was getting hit left and right and all over the place. Yeah. So, unfortunately for him, his night ended a little bit not early, but it wasn't the routing that he wanted. I'm sure he had a fast car to run up there. The 18 was extremely fast. The Williams was fast, and it just didn't work out for him either. It was a beating and banging. Yeah. So
yeah. That track can make you a hero or make you a zero. That's for sure. So
yeah, you know all too well about that track, don't you?
Yes, very well.
Yeah, that's your favorite track. So and Brian's. But all right, well, for the fans out there, and I'm gonna start digging into your guys' minds. We got a track temperature of 107 degrees. It's a little bit warm down here in Texas, down south here. What are these guys expecting out of these A cars here with the fixed setup, with the track being 107 start, which 9 out of 10 is probably gonna go to 112. And, once this track heats up a little bit, it's gonna start turning into a slip and sliding deal.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting there, Robert. I'm really going to have to watch here with when these cars take off to see what these guys are fighting, because you can fight so many different things at this racetrack. You think about Texas slipping and sliding, but you could also be plowing tight at multiple points during the race, especially with that dirty air. Some tracks, the dirty air is a little different. You might get in that dirty air, make you a little looser, might make you a little tighter. Usually it makes any handling balance you have extremer, I guess you could say. So it's going to be interesting to see who can get that clean air tonight and really put themselves in a lane that works. But I think these guys, I'm hoping they fight a little bit of a loose condition tonight coming off the corner with this higher track temp. But it's going to be interesting. We could see anything from somebody being really, really tight to somebody coming off the corner sideways. So Texas can produce all types of different handling features, in my opinion.
Yeah, I think what we're gonna see here, turn 2 at this track with the banking that just drops off relatively suddenly coming out of 2. I think a lot of guys are going to be pushing tight right there, but then turn 4 coming onto exit, that can be sometimes a little bit loose. So we might see a little bit of both, especially when those drivers are behind another car in that dirty air. I think turn 2 that's going to be your key turn. If you can master that corner, you can finish in the top 5.
Correct. Well, the coming out of turn 2, I haven't been on Texas for a little bit, so I do apologize for that. But ain't there like a little dip coming out of turn if you try to run that low line there, coming out too, which can
There's definitely a bump. It's very
okay,
bumpy in 1 and 2.
I thought so.
Yeah, like the top groove has lots of bumps. That's why you probably won't see most guys go up to the top of the wall in 1 and 2 to get out of the dirty air. You'll see maybe people run the middle line cutting down. But just a lot of bumps, and that exit there very scary, like Brian said, and it flattens out so quick, and there's a bump, and the wall feels like it just sticks out. And it's definitely going to be calamity corner. If you want to, say one's going to be the focal point for these guys to not hit, it'd be turn 2 definitely.
So it's recommended not go too wide coming out of turn 2.
I think we'll definitely see it. We're going to see it. We're going to see that happen. That's a fact. It's not going to – whoever's on the bottom isn't going to like it, and whoever's on the outside might like it a little more just because you can keep that guy pinched down. But still, turn 2, I think it's going to be we might see someone slide up into somebody and push them into the wall even. Sometimes it's not even yourself that gets you in trouble up there. It can be another car placing yourself up there. So anything can happen at this wild, fast racetrack of Texas.
All right. Okay. Well, we are got about 3 minutes left to go here, guys. And we're going to see if we can actually get an interview in with Jordan. I'm not sure if Jordan's on.
Let me see if I can find him here for you, Robert.
Looking.
Yeah, I got him right here.
You got him?
Yeah, I found him.
All
right, Brian, you gonna pull him to the weight room and then pull him up here, I guess. There you go.
All right. Well, we're gonna have a quick interview here with 3 minutes to go, roughly, with Jordan, and in that 19, which qualified 6. So let's have a quick interview with him. After where did he go?
Oh, I guess he don't want to talk.
I think he jumped out of there.
Oh, he's like, oh no, man, you're gonna ruin my race.
It might have been talking about something, so we might have interrupted him there.
Could have. Yeah.
That's true. That's true. Hey, well, where did Williams in 12 qualify? 11th. All 11th.
Right. William
yes.
Martin.
Well, let's bring William Martin up because he's actually the league owner here at SlideJawb Racing.
Oh, okay.
Let's have an interview with after 4 weeks into it. We still haven't talked to the guy yet.
All right, Robert, you ready for him right now?
Yeah, birds. Let's bring him up.
All right.
Williams, Robert up here at the booth. You got a copy, man?
Yes, sir, I do. How you doing, man?
Hey, I'm doing great, man. Well, tonight you qualified just outside the top 10. You put it P11 with a 29.7. How is the car here going to be for you tonight, or what are you thinking how the race is going to turn out?
Well, the car, these high track temps, I feel like it's just going to get pushing tight. We're tight coming out of 2 and tight going into 3, so we got to figure out what we can do to try to maximize what we can coming off those corners. So we'll see what we can do here.
Yeah, well, we just talked about that when we went through a little bit of the track facts on about being tight, with these kind of temperatures and loose. So hopefully you can, figure that out and get that bad boy up there, in first place. But your team Penske right now has 1 win on the season. You're looking pretty good and everything out there. Hopefully you can get another win. That would be really, really nice. Maybe you can put that number 12 there, in victory lane.
I'm hoping so, man. I've had a fast car all year. I've battled a couple times for the lead throughout these races. Hopefully we can try to stay out of trouble, be there at the end, and see if we can go get a shot at this. Yeah.
Last week at Martinsville, you had a fast car out there, and unfortunately, in circumstances, you got caught up into the Martinsville beating and banging and hitting and everything else that came along with Martinsville and rolling out of there. The car wasn't put together the way you rolled it off the truck. So hopefully, you have a good race here tonight, and you get that thing, at least in the podium, top 3, that would be great for your team and help on the team points there, as Longshot is leading in the points right now. So, you gotta capitalize on every point that you can, man.
Yes, sir. It's a close points battle, driver and team. So we're gonna see if we can get up there and try to stay consistent. Get up there with Bryson and see if we can work together and put our cars up there and try to take a shot at this. At least have a good points.
Yes, I agree. Yep, come out with a good, strong points night. So, all right, man, we wish you the best of luck up here at Freaky Fast, and hopefully we'll get to talk to you at the end of the race.
Thank you, sir. Appreciate y'all.
All right. Okay.
Awesome interview.
All right. Well, let's bring up the starting grid as these guys are putting on their helmet, buckling their seatbelts, and getting ready to go rock and rolling here tonight for 135 laps. So we do got the starting grid brought up to you here, brought to you by iPitting. So, Brian, if you want to run through the top 10 there, and everybody else can see where their favorite drivers are starting here as it scrolls through until we get ready to go green.
Alrighty. So tonight your pole sitter is going to be Dylan Parker in that number 3, followed by Emmanuel Wolf. He's going to be starting second here tonight. Bryson Clark is going to start third. Matthew Pisciata is going to be starting fourth. Zach Probst in fifth there. Jordan Bier, sixth. William Amon, seventh. Ed Burrell, 8th, Derek Newsom, 9th, and Davey Hendricks is going to round out your starting top 10 here tonight at Texas Motor Speedway.
All right. That is your top 10 here tonight, brought to you by iPitting, your starting grid. So, all right, guys. Well, here we go. It's going to be something else as we wait for these guys, that official pace car to roll off, as it does right now. He puts it in drive, and we are going to get ready to get nuts and check out some of these nice paint scheme these guys have, as they got the M&Ms out there. I'm a big M&Ms guy, so yeah, I've said it every broadcast, and I'll say it again. I love the M&Ms. That's these two guys up here now.
Robert loves his M&Ms, that's for sure.
Most definitely.
Kind of like Reese's Pieces.
Oh, okay.
Mine's Reese's Pieces.
Well, I actually got some sitting right beside me right now here.
Oh, man, I'm jealous.
Oh, sorry. So, all right. Well, okay, let me make sure my mic wasn't stuck there. All right, well, I'm looking here. It looks like Zach is filling in for Keith tonight, Calhoun. So, Zach in the 62.
Yep, Zach Probst. Yeah, that's your second place pointless man who's out tonight, Keith Calhoun, 41. So some of these guys are going to look to get some points here tonight, Robert, as this pace car looks to pull in, huh?
Yes. All right. Yes. So, all right. Well, pace car ducks in, and we are going to get ready to get green here. Wait for that green flag to fly. Green's out for 135 laps here tonight at SlideJawb Racing League, brought to you by Colonial Riders.
And you can see everybody trying to get down to that inside line. That's going to be the short way around as you're trying to get up to speed through 1 and 2. Which leaves the 15 just hanging out to dry out there.
Yeah, definitely hanging out to dry there a little bit. Like you said, Brian, doing a good job to hug pretty well through 1 and 2 there. He goes way up to the top line through the floor there. He's going to slide his way back a little bit there in the 15 manual. Unfortunate for him there, he's going to lose a few positions. But Dylan Parker, great start for him there in the 3. Look at Bryson Clark in that 22. He's right there. They're both 2 previous winners. But look at the man I was talking about before is the 5 of Matthew. He's looking very strong there in 3rd. You got the fill-in driver too, is Zach there in the 62 running 4th.
Yeah, he's doing a pretty good job right here. The dirty air is going to be that bag. The tire's not too worn yet, but here in about 3 or 4 laps, those drivers are going to start feeling it. And so they're going to have to be searching around trying to get that nose some clean air. Which up front isn't going to be too much of a battle.
Ooh.
Yellow. Oh, we got a spinner on the back. Yeah. Believe that was the 27, I believe there, Casey.
All right. Okay, well, let's go back and watch the replay here and see what happened to Casey in the 27. coming through the tri-oval. I see a car blinking, and it looks like his car. Oh, he hit the wall. Oh, man.
Oh, yeah, just got into that tri-oval wall and straight back across, and then it looks like Corey Cook, the 61 there, couldn't really do nothing there and got some damage on the nose of that 61.
Yeah, that's really unfortunate for that 61 there. He had nowhere to go, really, and now he's got to figure out whether he wants to use that one fast fix now or save it for later, because front end damage at this track is huge.
That it is, Brian. That it is. And we got a stage of lap 60, I believe, tonight, Robert, right?
Mm-hmm. Correct.
Lap 60, and these guys are sure going to all come down and get them some 4 tires and fuel here. Maybe not.
Or there.
Oh, we got the 22.
Oh, we got the 22,
18.
Bryson. Yeah.
Okay.
All
So looks like we got about 7 guys decide not to come down. They want that track position.
Do you think that's a good call? Do you think 4 laps on these tires, 5 laps, is going to make that huge of a difference?
They had really only 1 lap up to pace, I'd say. So maybe 2 laps of lap time, I'd say, on the tires. I don't think it's gonna be a huge deal because he's gonna have especially for Dylan Parker. Now maybe these guys sitting here, at the tail end, it's like Brian Dees in the 17 and then Emmanuel Wolf in the 15. Yeah, they're gonna be looking to stay ahead here because they're gonna have some hungry wolves on fresh tires. They're looking to get by them. So if I'm Dylan Parker personally and Matthew in the 5 and then the 62 is Zach, really even the top 5 up to Derek, at least you got a row behind you, a buffer row, I would call it, between the new tires. So they have to get around them before they get to you.
Right.
So and they're looking at not trying to get back in traffic and get caught up in something. These cars race so close together. This package is so different than anything we've ever had before, and I'm sure Brian can explain. You just race so close and so hard all the time with this new package.
Yeah, you have to drive so aggressive with this package we got, these A cars, to gain any ground. So track position can be a thing that a driver wants, especially those guys at the back, just stay out and you get some free positions there. Now you got to defend it. And I think in this package, defending is easier than trying to pass. But yeah, I mean, you just have to be on the wheel all the time to get anything done. And so, anytime you can get some positions for free, I think you might as well take it, even though new tires will always be king. But like you said, Zach, if you got a buffer row behind you, I wouldn't be too worried.
That's exactly right. In our first 2 rows, we've got 3 rows of old tires here. So, 4 rows, sorry. But it'll be interesting here. It's Dylan Parker about to bring us green.
That's right. We got Matthews starting on the outside as that official pace car is going to duck in here. We're going to wait for that green flag to fly, and green's off and set sail. There they go. Pack of cars of hungry wolves.
Yes, a lot of cars there, Robert. Good restart there out of the 3. Sometimes in this new package, you don't want to get too good a restart because whoever's going to be behind him is going to have a big run. He just hopes they catch him in the corner most likely instead of straight away.
Well, yeah, similar to a plate track where they'll just get a huge suck up on you and drive right by you.
That's right. And look at this battling going on here as Dylan Parker leads Zach in the 62 up to second. And look at Derek Newsom. We were talking about the 7 before this race. He's up to 3rd, Robert, getting by the 5 of Matthew.
Yeah, that guy there, he's been fast all year. He had to.
We got some cars in the way here.
Push tight out of 2.
And you called it, Brian. You called it. Both of you did. Coming out of 2.
Yeah, that was 19 of Jordan. He's gonna be able to hold on pretty good there though, still, and just a little bit of damage, but that's stacked up everybody here in this pack. Look at Davey Hendricks in the 4. He's our points leader. He's in this mayhem. even with the past winner, Bryson Clark, in 22.
Yeah, notice I think he may have lost a few positions there. You see, it's so tough to pass. All these guys with new tires, they haven't been able to really get anywhere.
Yeah, exactly, Brian. They've gotten stuck behind these guys in dirty air. Like, we talk about dirty air more than we ever have on this broadcast, just because it's such a huge factor here tonight. It really is.
I've been noticing here too, as the track temperature's been going up, coming through the tri-oval, you're constantly holding that wheel left. It looks like the cars want to, slip and slide going through there. I know that can be hairy.
Yeah, definitely on the longer runs and making some of these moves, Robert, even in that dirty air. I mean, it's turbulent air everywhere you're at in these cars with this downforce package. And they really simulate it well here on iRacing now. And, man, it's just... It can feel like you're getting pushed around like by a semi truck if you ever drive on the interstate and you have semi trucks around you know the feeling. So I couldn't believe it's more exaggerated. As we got a battle for second here, 5 and Matthew looks on the inside of 62. Zach, our fill-in driver for the night in that 62, looking really strong early in this race.
He's gonna try that inside line there. He made it work coming out of 4. He's gonna clear heading into 2 and out of 2. I think he's
great pass.
Safely got that one. It's behind him. Good grief,
yeah.
like big old gaggle of cars.
Yeah, we got Davey Hendricks in the 4, Gavin Martin in the 24. We got William in the 18. And man, look at this gaggle with Emmanuel
18 trying to go 3 wide. Or no, that's the 4.
And M&M's was tricky.
Got a M&M's and an interstate.
Oh, this is a big
get on the brakes.
Bottom. Hold on to her, buddy. Whew. David Hendricks did a good job being patient, not running over Emmanuel there. That could have been a huge issue if guys didn't use their brain. And, man, look at the 14 and 24. There, the 24 pulled down in front of the 15. Amazing racing.
Got the 4 trying to get around the 14 right now. 18 trying to. Oh, the 4 got tight. Oh, the 14 got tight.
We got some action in the back too. The 42 of Paul Turner got. Oh, we got a wrecker. 05 of Hank Caston. 12. Oh no, I think William Martin is in it.
That is not the night he wanted.
Damage on the left front there, pretty significant. I believe he had some contact there with the 42 that all started it there with Paul Turner in 1 and 2. And, oh, yeah. Just some issues in 1 and 2. And then the 05.
There's just some contact going down the straight.
Yeah. It was all a big stack up due to the incident before him. Just getting, into the door of the 12, pushing him up the racetrack with 42. And unfortunately, so you can't lift in this package either. When stuff happens, you lose so much momentum. It's gonna be interesting now how they can get those cars fixed back up as these leaders look to pull on the pit road. And Derek Newsom in the 7th goes stay out.
Wow.
Now, Robert, that's where I would say that one probably was a smart call. I mean, he could be doing this for points right now. He is going to lead a lap. I don't think he wants to come down next time by though, because
I certainly do hope so.
15 laps, on which, only I'd say maybe 8 real racing, maybe 9 racing laps. That's still going to be a lot of tire disadvantage there.
Well, Jordan stayed out too.
I'd say Jordan stayed out too, yeah. Interesting calls from these guys here. See if they really do stick to their guns here.
I know he just signed a contract with Red Bull, and they're premiering themselves tonight on that 7.
What's looking good out front right now for them, and
it's actually a nice.
Decide they want to bring it down to get some tires for that Red Bull machine there. But
it's actually a pretty nice looking paint scheme.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I like it.
Yeah, I like
right
that.
now I'm looking at Oh, I'm sorry, Robert.
No, I'm just checking out the paint scheme on the Red Bull, but go ahead.
Yeah, but looking at Dylan Parker's lap times, it looks like that's second green flag run we had there, between the start when the green flag came out, when that caution came out, there was a 6/10 loss in time, drop off. In only, I think that's about maybe 5-6 laps. So yeah, after about 5-6 laps, you're gonna want to come in and get some tires. So I don't think we'll be seeing many guys stay out after we've gone about 5 laps.
Yeah, and the 19 and the 7 both did decide to pit there as these guys are getting stacked back up as well. We go green next time by. But yeah, the 7, Derek Newsom, pits there, and so does Jordan Bier in the 19. Yeah, I think that was a good decision for guys to come get tires on. But to get that point too, Derek got that lead lap point, I believe. And yeah, you know, racing for points. He's out of the cut line, but he's put himself in danger now, getting wrecked out also. So. Which we also do have a fast fix. Right. We have to also do that. So that also keeps William in the 12 in this. But we're going to go back to green as this race is continuing on.
All right. Well, we are going to set them sail here once we get that green flag as they're getting ready, as that official pace car ducks in. 17 laps in the books of 135, and green's out.
Great smooth restart by everybody there.
That was Dylan Parker. Another good little gap there. 5 in the 62, battling hard for that second position. But look at Gavin Martin in the 24 there. He's sliding his way up. He's going to slide up into that 4th position. As Brian Dees battles with the 26, I believe. Yeah, Joshua Personette. Yes. Got Davey Hendricks, points leader there in 6th. Right behind, and Ed Burrell also on the 21. Haven't said nothing about him tonight.
And 62 got stuck on the outside right there. He's going to lose second position. And he's in jeopardy of losing that 3rd place position.
Yeah.
He's got to gather back up now.
Yeah, he did a good job there. Got a good run off of 2. Here's going to be the key. Can you get in behind that 5? If there's a slot, he'll try, and he's trying to get down there. You see that he was wanting it.
He's trying, but he's also trying to get around his outside.
That he is, and there he gets in behind the 5 of Matthew, and the 24 looks again, but shuts that door, and that 62 is Zach there.
And the 17 and the 4 get around the 26 on the outside. Now they're setting their sights on the 24 and 62 in this battle.
There they are, but points there. Davey Hendricks, he's setting his sights on getting into his top 5, carrying the points over. Also got Joshua Personette here running in the 7th position with Ed Burrell and 8th behind him. They got a battle between behind them. But the 88 of Brady Clark. You got Corey Cook on the top of the 61. There's some contact. The 88. Oh man, what a good job to save it. Got the 75 of Matthew Chastain. He's on the cut line.
He's gonna go way to the bottom.
3 and 4.
Wow, what a move.
Almost got into the door of the 15 there.
Yeah,
they had checked up.
Good move from the 75 of Matthew Chastain there to get to that 10th position. He needs all the points he can get, guys. So he's working on getting that thing back up there to the front. And he qualified 15, so he's gained 5 positions tonight. Good job on him.
And back up front, we got the 62 falling back a little bit. Just dropped down to, what is that, 6th?
Yeah, I believe so. They're at 6, Brian. So sliding back a little bit. Look, Joshua is starting to prey on there a little bit too. There in the 26, he's got a good little run.
Meanwhile, Dylan Parker, the leader, he's gone pretty much.
He is setting sail right now, Brian. Him and Matthew
out of here
at a torrent pace. About the same gap between first and second as second and third. So pretty spaced out right there. About a 6/10 gap between each of those cars, and flirting with the outside wall, but very fast. But you know, one thing they can do, Brian, going out here pushing like this so hard, burning them tires up. We'll see if these other guys can start to reel them back in as this run goes on.
Yeah, and in these cars with this package, you can burn up some tire in these things, I'll tell you what. And another thing is, old package, your worst worn tire would be one of the right sides, either the right front or the right rear. But in this package, typically both front tires wear almost at the same amount. So you got to take care of both of them, which can be kind of difficult.
Oh, we had a big issue in the back here with the 61 of Corey Cook.
He's gonna go all the way to the back.
Yeah, he has no front end now. That was an incident between him and Matthew Chastain there, I believe, in the 75. It looks like the 75's gonna come out of clean. Oh, I believe man, just got into the wall there. The 61 coming off a 2. Like you said, 2 is a huge spot tonight. Everybody did such a good job of not getting no incident there, because that could have been a huge deal.
And now this is
his life flash before mine.
This is stacked up a group of cars right here around the 27 and the 88.
Yeah, the 15 Emmanuel Wolf qualified second. Not having the best night right now after that start.
Well, it seems like he can be pretty quick for a couple laps, but as the run goes on, kind of starts dropping back. So maybe throughout this race he can get some long run speed into that car.
That's for sure. Look right here on the outside, you got 88 of Brady Clark. Battle with that 27 of Casey's. How do you say that, Brian? Yeah, you're better at
Casey,
pronouncing the last names.
What are we looking at here?
27.
Casey. Oh, Sawich. Sawich.
Sawich.
So, yeah, I can't say that.
We'll have to ask him on that one. I don't know about that one.
But then he gets by the 88 of Brady Clark, takes that 13th position now, and look at William though, the 18 with all that damage to that nose. He's running really good.
Yeah, it's surprising. I mean, that's a bunch of damage to the front end of that thing. I mean, you know that thing's got to be plowing.
Definitely. And oh no, I seen William Martin. He had an issue actually in the 12, so he didn't take his fast repair luckily. Till right then, he got off the 2, just got in the wall and slid to the back straightaway, the infield wall there in the back straightaway, and destroyed that thing.
Man.
His engine let go.
And now he's
Had
about,
05 smacked the ball out of 2.
oh,
Oh, but that wasn't him. That caution was for somebody else.
so
I believe.
Oh, it was a big mess on the backstretch. Corey Cook and the 19 and
Paul
the
Turner, the
42.
42's involved.
okay.
Well, I believe that was between the 61 and the 42 there.
Yeah, 61 just got a little tight.
Well, that would be for all that front end damage, yeah. And he put the 42 into the wall, and then around he went, and the 42 into the inside wall. So, oh, and then who was that? Oh, the 19.
Oh man, yeah, the 19 came in there and woo,
He just plowed the
Oh,
61.
He planed it
He
up.
almost got through. Yeah, that 61 didn't have a whole lot of downforce. These cars with the front end are plowing out of 2, so I can only imagine how much it must be pushing.
Yeah, I was just ready to say that there was, he probably had the wheel cranked to the left as far as it would go, and it just kept, sliding.
For sure,
with all,
for sure.
with all that damage.
William Martin there, lap down 24th. Derek Newsom in the 23 lap down. I believe Derek will get the lucky dog here. Yeah, there he goes. He'll get his lucky dog, but that'll put William Martin in the lucky dog position. He did take that fast fix and got that 12 cleaned up, so hopefully he can get his night back on track here and see how it plays out for him.
So it's looking like we only have one vehicle a couple laps down, and that would be Jordan in the 19 that just unfortunately went flying through that accident.
Yeah, I think he must have been some laps down
Yeah.
before that, so not having quite the night he was expecting.
No,
There's still
yeah.
some time to turn it around.
Yeah, well, he qualified 6th, so, it's not his night down here at the good old, how do they say that down here in Texas? That song.
Say what?
Texas.
All my exes live in Texas.
Yeah, that's it.
That's not the song.
That's not the song, but we'll go with that one.
Everything's bigger in Texas.
Also, to let you two know, when they do have their stage, the top 10 do race for points. So
Ooh.
there is points involved
okay.
into this. So yeah, get ready for the action to heat up with about 30 laps to go here until the stage.
It'll
That's
be
when.
interesting to see if they can make it on fuel. Sorry to interrupt you there, but it'll be interesting if they can make it on fuel because it's 75% fuel load here.
Yeah.
I believe they can, but it'll be close. I believe so.
Because what full tank's about 45, ain't it?
I believe full tank you can make about 50, maybe. So
50.
I believe
75. That's
still. Yeah, you should
they
be
should
able
have
to. They should, but we'll see.
Well, it sounds like no one's shutting the motor off, so sounds like they're not too worried
Man, they're
about
probably
it.
good. Yeah.
That's
if you
one
could
key
do-
sign, hearing them shut that motor off to save fuel.
Definitely. Yeah, Dylan Parker though has kept his lead, pretty much led it up to every lap, other than the caution laps that some fuel stayed out. So led
Yeah,
every
he's
racing
been-
lap up to this point, but very strong in that 3. But I think him and the 5 are pretty close there, Brian. It wasn't a big gap. It was pretty even to what we seen, and that gap is usually due to dirty air.
Yep.
You gotta usually be. On my rule of thumb, I usually say you need to be about 2/10 to a tenth quicker than somebody, to really get by them in this package, just due to overcoming that dirty air, and you gotta also find different lines that work. You gotta start searching when you're following people. You just can't follow in their tracks because it just ain't gonna work. So it's gonna be interesting to see if anybody can venture up and try and make some of them other crews work. I think it's gonna be something very important they need to figure out early in this race, especially too for later.
Yeah, definitely later in the race, and in the long run. I mean, this package, you can catch somebody, but it seems like as soon as you get to about a tenth, 2/10 behind them, you just hit a brick wall and you can't go anywhere. So that's another challenge that these drivers, and especially the 5, I think later in the race is going to have some trouble with that.
Definitely. Here's the space car looks to pull in.
All right, well, gonna have 33 laps in the books now here, so we are gonna go back green here as that pace car.
Green.
And green's off as that 3 got a great jump there again. It looks like that Dylan there in the 3, he figured out how to do the restarts. He's got that. He's pulling about a half-tenth on right there.
He's got that down, but now down the back straightaway, that 5 is going to have a pretty good draft. As the 24's got some momentum on the outside, he's going to be looking to take second place away from old Matthew there.
Davey Hendricks there points there into 4. The M&M's machine. It's going to start to make Robert Humber here if he gets up to his lead.
Oh yeah, go M&M's. As this, this field too, we don't talk too much about this, guys. If you look at the car makes here in this league, you got your Toyotas, you got your Fords, you got your Chevy. It's not just like all Chevy league, you know what I mean? Which is awesome. I mean, you got your ZL1 Camaro up here leading the race, of course, but then you got Toyotas fighting here. Well, they're falling back here. Well, they're fighting in the top 5. Your next Ford would be actually Ed Burrell running in 6th position. And then after that, then you got Bryson in the 22s in a Ford. So, I mean, we got manufacturing, out here battling too. So it's just not the drivers.
That's for sure, Robert.
24 is able just to hang on the outside of the 5. Sends it on in there in a turn 1. And you can race side by side in these things for a long time, and it can get kind of frustrating.
Definitely. And see the 5 is all the 5 wants to do is just slide in front, and there as soon as he gets clear, he's gonna slide up that nose right up in front of that 24, clear him there for that second position. Now he's got to set his sights on that leader, but he's also been battling hard already with the 24, and the 24 is still hounding him, making him looking to the inside, giving him looks, and making him look in his mirror. That's really the biggest thing here.
Yeah, that's the main thing. And the other thing is that the 5 was on the inside while he was battling the 24. So his front tire's a little bit hotter than the 24, possibly.
Yeah, look, there is the 4. He took the shot down the 4 and the 3 there on the inside on that. Now he's going to stay side by side down the straightaway. 1 into 1. Can he make this work? And that 4 machine get up to third?
Well,
It's definitely going to be tough.
I call that guy Mr. Hendrick, even though that's not the real Mr. Hendrick, but that's my nickname to him, and he's week in and week out, he's got a fast Toyota. But
Definitely looking strong right now.
yeah, he's having a hard time, getting around that 24. That 24 seems like I don't know. Well, look at this pylon here, scoring pylon.
Ooh, man, that was close.
Wow, what a move. And look who's coming up through the field in that Lowe's there, Matthew Chastain.
Oh.
Trying to make that spot here for 8th. Past William in the 18. Williams got lots of nose damage. If you can get that fixed up later in this race, he may be an issue for some of these guys up here. I see qualified 7th, so. Bryson Clark also looking to come back too. He's up to 10th finally now after getting a little bit back and losing some track position with some pit stops. Ooh.
Who was that? Was that the 18?
Yeah, that was the 18. I think the 22 got really close to his back bumper. He got a little bit, he's like, go ahead. Or he may be having issues with heating. He may be having some heating issues.
He's got to take that quick fix at the stage.
Yeah. With these cars, you don't just think about this how slow it affects the car. It also affects the cooling. You can't get proper cooling to these engines; they will not run. So he's probably fighting that. I would say right now. It looks like he's just trying to. He probably needs to get into a certain part of the run. This was so early in the run.
Net code with the 61 is gonna put him sideways out of turn 4.
And we were just riding like Freaky Fast always does. We were riding along with the 18.
Oh no!
The 18 was just right. We went on the 18 with Williams because I wanted to see if he was, getting off the gas a little bit, to keep the motor cool, like you guys were talking about. And he really wasn't. I think he was waiting for the stage and going to get that quick fix. And we just seen him come out of turn 4 down the tri-oval, and we watched it happen live.
Yeah, that was.
I was actually I was watching the 61. Watching him battle the 27 there, and it just slipped up, and a little bit of net code, a little bit of punch out of turn 4, and just put him right around.
Well, that Interstate Battery 18 needs a new battery.
It needs a lot more than a battery.
Wow. Well, they have 13 laps on their run here so far. I would imagine everybody's going to come down. Tires are so key, like these guys are saying. So I would imagine everybody's going to come down and get some tires as
fresh set. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, through that little bit of a stint right there, the leader lost about let's see, what's that? That's about 0.7 of time per lap. Well, not per lap. 0.7 worth of drop off there. So come in and get you 4 freshies.
All right. Well, as we were under yellow, let's see here. We should not be going back green this time by. Let's see if we can get an interview in with somebody real quick here. And the number 5 here of Matthews.
Yeah, we can see we pull up the 5 here. Down to this. I'll get him into the waiting room, and then we'll get him up there.
All right. Okay, let's have a quick word here with the 5 of Matthews. Matthew, Robert up here in the booth. You got a copy, bud?
Got a copy.
All right, man. Well, hey, man, you're running up P3 right now after making that pit stop. You've been in the top 5, top 10 car all night. How is it out there, and how's the track?
Oh, it's good. It's the car's handling pretty well, and I'm just trying not to use up all my stuff. So if we do get a long run, I got something for the leader.
Correct. Well, how is the tires on a long run? Or is it starting to get pushy? Because we've seen a lot of guys get pushy left and right here.
It does get pushy once you're right in someone's dirty air, but other than that, it's pretty easy to drive. It's pretty fun. And I'm just cruising up here.
Just cruising. There, you got the window net down, drinking the soda. All
Waiting
right.
for it to get interested.
There you go. Well, I know you're running second. I'm assuming that you're gonna battle really hard to try to get that stage win, because you have not got a stage win all year yet.
I do, but it's also my teammate in front of me, so I'm not gonna go too hard. I'm not gonna wreck our cars.
Okay. Well, you're in the team room with him. Maybe have him move over. He already has a win. I mean, maybe he can share the wealth.
Yeah, maybe at the end of the race, it's maybe teammates are off, but for the stage, I think I'll let him go.
There you go. All right. Well, I wish, you could be my teammate then. If you're gonna let me do that. But hey, man, well, you've been showing some strong out there. Your car looks really good out there in that Napa. So we do wish you the best of luck, and hopefully we get to talk to you at the end of the race, or even maybe you win the stage. We'll get to talk to you again.
All right, sounds good.
All right. Good luck.
Thanks.
All right, you heard it there from him. Matthew in the 5 there. Looking strong. We got, like I said, teammates up here up front in the 3 and the 5. So, like I said, coming down to the inner race, teammates kind of go out the window, as Brian knows all too well. And but you got to definitely, these points of the race, you got to keep, the teammate game going, because it only helps both of them. So,
but yeah, stage win.
Work well together here and get each other in line. You never know. So
stage win is nice, but 9 points is nice too.
Yeah,
that's right.
Yeah, it's better than 1. Better
That's
than
right,
8.
Robert.
So, I mean, you're right. So, yeah, we'll have to see what he does here. Hopefully we get to talk to him. But the key thing that I got out of that interview is that instantly he brought up dirty air. But all right, guys. Well,
huge factor.
Yep. Well, we are going to get ready to go back green here and set these guys sail. Here at SlideJawb Racing League as green's out. Teammates working together there as he's gonna
get down there.
Oh man,
He
tried to block off that 4.
Yeah, 4 had no intentions of giving that up.
Well, it's go time for stage. It's basically getting really close. Yeah, and as you guys are talking about, I mean, you got fresh tires. It's go time, because after about 10 to 13 laps, you kind of get stuck in a box.
That 5 made a bold move to get down in front of that 21. He cleared him though and got it done. He's on the back bumper of that 4, Davey Hendricks. Dylan Parker's got a new friend in his back mirror now. I don't think he likes M&M's too much right now.
No, definitely no M&M's in that number 3 car at the moment. There about to be some in his trunk though.
And look behind here, Ed Burrell battling with the 75 of Matthew Chastain. Robert said to watch out for Matthew Chastain, strong driver here.
Yes.
He's up the 4th.
Yikes!
Close on the entry there, but nice pass. That's going to push Ed Burrell back to 24, and it's going to even let the 10 of Darren Cole there get on his inside. So a lot of momentum lost there for Ed.
Yeah, lost his line and lost his momentum, because I don't think he was expecting that 75 to be quite up the track that far going into turn 1, but he's got it back now. He's got to battle the 10, and we'll see if he can hold him off here until the end of the stage.
Well,
Definitely, as we got 10 to go.
Well, we got the track temperature drop down, and the only reason why I brought this up is because it's down to 99 degrees, but Dylan is putting down some fast laps. Back to back, he's put down fast lap. A 29.345. It just keeps.
You can see these shadows are just getting, bigger and bigger.
Oh, what
Just
happened to the
pulling
14?
on the track. Oh, I don't know actually. What happened to him?
He was a
He was a lap. Yeah, he's a lap down. Just a car there. Looks like Matthew's been looking on the inside of Davey there in the 4. Now Matthew Chastain behind that is going to look to take advantage of Matthew in front of him. Maybe if this gets a little interesting.
Yeah, once that 5 and the 4 start racing, or right now, that 75 is going to be able to get right up close to him. So that's going to be the battle to watch here, as we've got 8 to go to the end of the stage.
Definitely look at the 5 on the inside of that 4. He's going to try to make it work up a groove a little bit, not giving them all. Going to be tough to clear here. That 4 fighting back strong on the outside.
Yeah, that's another thing in this package. Not only do you have to drive pretty aggressive, but you have to really make your car bigger than it is. If you can run maybe half a lane. Oh boy, 24, watch out for it, 61. Oh man, that was close.
Oh man, that was almost.
That's going to allow Ed Burrell to get right back up to him.
Definitely is. Matthew did a good job of clearing Davey there. Up to second. 6 to go here in this stage. But the battle's raging on behind Gavin Martin in the 24 to 21. Ed Burrell's got Darren Cole in the 10 all behind him. Derek Newsom in 8th. Brian Dees in the 17th and 9th. And Joshua Personette holding on to that last point. He's got Zach in the 62 behind him. And he's also got Bryson Clark in the 22. So, it's going to be a wild finish here, folks.
I'm going through the field in the back here, guys, and just seeing it. It looks like everybody's basically got single file. I don't see no battle side by side unless I'm not seeing something.
Moore and the 44, he just cleared the 05 of Hank Caston there for 13th.
Okay.
But I believe the battle's going to be here for. Looks like Bryson Clark and Zach in the 62. Bryson's going to be behind by the 62 once again that top 10 is Joshua in the 26, and then we're pulling away. The battle in front of them, Derek Newsom in the 7, the 17, Brian Dees for that 8th position.
10 of Darren
all the points.
Cole just got around Ed Burrell there.
Yeah, he did. Yeah, up to 6 there.
Wow.
I'm keeping an eye on this Matthew Chastain and the 4 car, Davey Hendricks. They're running lap times almost identical.
Wow, I'm watching the 7, the 26.
26 and the 17 are
Yeah.
going at it.
And that's for 10th position, 9th, 10th, 11th? Or no? Yeah. 8th, 9th, 10th.
Yeah, that's... Oh, 8th, 9th, 10th. Okay.
10th position.
Joshua's trying to move up, get some more points, and these other guys are trying to hold on to their little bag of points. That 22 and the 62 are looking to catch up and get some points. So we got all types of deals going on here.
You got that 10 looking on the inside of the 24. Oh, you got a little bit of tight out of 2. Able to keep that momentum up for a little bit up until turn 3.
Do we have a yellow before lap 60?
We do.
Oh, we do.
I believe that's just a regular yellow, Robert.
Okay.
Yep, that is.
That's for the stage, so they don't complete lap 60.
No, I think that was a wreck.
That was a normal.
Yeah, those.
Oh, do we have somebody spin it out?
That's what I'm looking for.
Yeah, that's. I'm not seeing anything on my screen. But that will give.
Oh, it's gonna be the 19 Jordan Deere.
Yeah, I was about to say.
He got tight out of 2, bounced off the ball, spun. They actually hit it twice. Oh!
Ooh, hard hit, yeah.
All right. Well, after these guys make their pit stop, we will have a talk with the stage winner there. Dylan, and that 3 last week's winner. So we'll get to have a chat with him here once they do their pit stops. As the 15, he went way. He wanted to do a pit stop in the number 3 stall.
Said, hey, your pit crew's quicker. I want to use them.
Yeah, beep, move out of the way, coming through.
Jordan Bier with that last wreck, he is going to take it behind the wall, so his race is going to be done.
Excuse me, I apologize for that. All right, well, let's see if we can get Dylan, last week's winner here, and tonight's stage winner here real quick, and see how this race is going. All right, let's bring him on up here.
All right.
Dylan, Robert up here in the booth. You got a copy, buddy?
Yep.
All right. Well, hey, man, we talked to you last week on your win, man. You were excited for that one. And, well, now tonight you set it on the pole, and now you win the stage. So I'm taking it the car's handling really, really nice for you out there.
Oh, yeah, the clean air is really helping me. It's really nice.
Oh, what happens when you don't got the clean air, when you get somebody which you really haven't fell back too far? So do you really know how the car's going to handle for you the rest of the race? Or?
Well, if I fall back, I don't really know, because I think I've been first the entire race, every restart. So I have no idea how it would feel back there.
Yeah, well, speaking of restarts, you figured it out. You've been taking off and just setting sail off of that. You know, once that green flag flies, you got that figured out, man. But, well, hey, congratulations on your stage win, and hopefully we get to talk to you tonight in the podium or even a race win and be the first one here in the season to take it back-to-back.
Yeah, I hope so.
All right. Well, we talked to your teammate, and he had different plans when it comes down to the end of the race, so.
I won't give it to him that easy.
There you go. All right, well, congratulations again, man, and we're going to get ready to probably have won the green here, so good luck, and we'll talk to you later.
Okay, thanks.
All right, ladies and gentlemen. That was your stage winner, Dylan Parker, in the 3 machine there. So, got teammates still first and second right now. See how they can battle each other here at the end of this race and see if we got any new contenders. Because look at Matthew Chastain. Robert was talking about him. Fifth started 15th, up to 4th. Brian D started 13th, up to 5th. Gavin Martin started 12th, up to 3rd. I mean, these guys right here doing huge gains tonight outside of qualifying, racing their way up here. So let's see what these guys have.
I mean, you even go further back. Joshua Personette, he started 19th. He's up to 9th. And you got William Martin. He started 25th, and he's up to 15th. Or no, that's Hank Caston, actually.
That it is.
He started 25th up to 15th.
And William Martin also got
a
beat out there, so good for him there in that 12 machine at their stage. And I think he had a good second half to end of this race.
All right, well, we're going to wait for this pace car to set sail. Down pit road, he didn't lay. Wow, I'm losing my voice there. Sorry.
Green flag,
green's out.
Well, the 5 got a subpar restart there.
Yeah, and the 24 made sure he did not leave any gap there, Brian, for that 5 to get down. That 5 is going to try to get down in front of that. I believe that's the 17-year-old Brian D's there. He does. And he's looking to make a move outside. He fakes it. Look at the fake there. That's some good inside 24.
That's funny. I said that because that 3 there. Sorry, I didn't interrupt you, Zach. But that 3 didn't take off like he was the past couple restarts. So did I jinx him?
No, I think the 24 just learned.
Oh.
Yeah, I think he timed him a little bit better there, like Brian said. He was on that back bumper ready. But the 5 there does a great job, Matthew, there. Getting back to that second position.
Yeah, good
job there. Yeah.
Yeah.
Behind this 24, it's a hornet's nest.
Yeah, that fast pace or fast. what's their team name again?
Fast Pack.
Fast
Pack.
Yep.
Okay, I do apologize. I'm still learning names, but the other two have been running up there in the front all race. So I don't know if another driver or even team has anything figured out for these guys.
Oh, and wow, did Matthew Chastain have a wiggle there? And like you were saying, Robert, yeah, it's going to be interesting. Those two have been really strong up front, working together well, and it's going to be interesting to see who can put something together here. But wow, the 75 had a moment, and he did a great job of holding on to it. Lost a few positions. Going to slide him back here to 6th. Got that 7 of Derek Newsom there sliding into 5th right here under him. So, but big wiggle, could have been a lot worse than it was.
Is this?
Yeah, I think I don't.
Sorry, Brian. Is this? Are we going into late afternoon?
I believe we are right now. It would be 5 o'clock, 5:35 right now. So yeah, so we're nearing the 6 o'clock hour.
Okay, because the track temperature just keeps dropping, and these cars are getting faster and faster and faster.
And they will continue to get faster and faster. That track temp continues to cool. Every degree you get, you're gonna get a little more grip.
All right,
As
well,
you can see Davey Hendricks though back in the 4, Robert. He's looking for grip on the bottom of the 62 and the 22. Ooh.
Yeah, I got a little bit of tight there for the moment. So he had a run, but he had nowhere to go.
And Davey was running up in the top 3 there in that 4 machine, and he had a little bit longer pit stop there. I believe he got a little bit of damage fixed on that right front there, Brian, from earlier. And he's going to be looking to fight his way back up there. I think he had a good bit of damage when he was running behind that 5 and that 3. I think he may be our man to watch here. If he can get up in some track position, get up behind him. Maybe even Bryson Clark in the 22 too, because he qualified 3rd, but just hasn't had the track position all racing. We know, like we said all night, these guys, even the 2 drivers we talked to, dirty air is so crucial. It's so crucial not to be in someone's wake and following them only on the straightaways. It helps in the straightaways, that's for sure. But the corners is no bueno.
Yeah, that's why if he can figure out how to run the high side, make the high side fast, because nobody's really running out there so far, but I don't think that's the quickest way around the track at the moment, even with all that dirt here.
Very, very true.
We got the 61 slow up here. Gotta watch out.
Got that hard battle there between the 75 and the 7 there. This will be for a top 5. Matthew Chastain looking to get back up there. He's going to need some points. Derek Newsom needs points also. So these 2 right here, one's on the cut line, one's out. So whatever points they can get, they need. Looks like the 75 is going to slide up in front. And the 26, like you said, Brian, started 19th. He might make it through there for a second.
Looking on the inside of the 7. Been looking pretty strong in the middle of the pack all night. I've kept my eye on him a little bit. He's done a solid job.
Definitely has. And gotta say also, Davey Hendricks starting to work his way back into the picture here, Brian. He's on the back of Derek Newsom in the 7, the 25 there, or the 26, sorry, Joshua. He's gonna look to push Derek around the outside. Outside's usually the easier way to go if you're the faster car. So he's trying to make that work, and it seems like he's going to in that 4.
Makes it look like a piece of cake.
That he does. Maybe it looks like a piece of M&M.
Yeah, M&M's.
M&M cake.
And look at Bryson Clark making a move on sack in the 62. Woo!
Oh, I was going to talk about the new commercial that they have for M&M's.
Oh, really? They have a new commercial for M&M's.
Yeah, where the M&M eats the other M&M and it goes, "Oops, I ate them."
It tastes good.
I don't know. That's what the commercial is. Yeah.
Yeah, there goes Davey Hendricks again. He's gonna try. Is he gonna look on the 7 here? No, he showed a nose, but he's being patient. Look at this 7 though. Driving in his mirror, he puts his car right in front of Davey. Gets him that dirty air. That's gonna give Joshua a chance now in the 1. That's what I'm saying. You take someone's lane away, you get them tight. And I think that 4 knows he can get to the people's outside. He's figured something out, Brian.
Yeah, he was quicker in the middle there. It was on his outside.
A little too much, yeah.
Yeah, just suffered. Made his exit suffer there. Now he's going to look on his inside. And coming out of 4, I think passing on the inside, coming out of 4 is easier than coming out of 2.
Definitely.
He's, man, running side by side with him going into turn 1. We'll see what he can do here. So he sails it off in there. And all the 7
drives it deep in the middle. But I think
but he got tight.
Yeah.
Got tight out of 2, 7. Now he's going to be under attack from the 26.
26 looks like
26
he's going to get
clear.
it. That he does. So one little mistake, like I said, you can't lift much in these cars. And if you got to lift for getting too tight, or if you're about to hit something, you lose so much momentum. Just seen that right there. As David Hendricks moving into the 6. Oh no!
Oh! I was just ready to say that, 16 laps into it, this is about the time that you see, oh man, they're still wrecking.
62, the 12.
Let's see what happens here with the 62 and 12. Williams is not having a night in that Penske. Oh, it happened in front. And, the 62 and the 12. Oh, and the 12 head on. And then the 05 got involved. The 88 just squeaks by. Wait, no, does he? Nope, he does. 44 gets by. I think that just
12
ended.
was just a, man, innocent bystander.
Yeah, he hit that wall.
Hard hit, yeah.
Head on. And
came out after that one.
he used his quick repair too, so unfortunately that motor is puffing, and yeah, not a good night for him.
Teammate Bryson Clark also took a little bit of damage, so Penske right there, unfortunate for them. Both cars hurt there hard in that collision.
Here's the thing about it, though. We get caution, these guys can fuel up, but I don't think you can make it. Still can't make it from here.
Yeah, there's no way they can make it from here. It's definitely a one-stop race from here now. And I believe it'll be interesting to see who decides when to come and when to go, because it's so crucial. Timing these stops. Halfway is usually the perfect thing to do, but sometimes you can gain a little time by going too early if these tires even out. As Dylan wins another race off pit road. Dylan's just been untouchable tonight so far in the 3. So somebody is going to have to figure something out, how to get around this 3 machine, because he's just been untouchable in that thing. Because that dirty air, he said he hadn't experienced it. And the reason he hadn't experienced it is because he's kept that nose in that clean air and out front. And it'll be interesting to see if he ever gets caught behind someone, to see how it affects him, because he just hadn't had that experience yet. Sometimes that can be a bad thing.
Yeah, definitely. I've been in that position before, where I've been up front all race, and then towards the end, I get stuck. Have a bad restart or something, and drop back to 3rd or 4th, and then I have no idea what I'm doing, because I've had clean air the whole race, which I think is maybe about 10% of why he's in front. I mean, he's doing an absolutely solid job, but these other guys just cannot pass him because of that dirty air. And here at Texas, you need all the grip you can have, because this surface here that we have in Iracing is it's an older surface. It's not the new surface that they have in Texas currently. So it's an older surface, not much grip there, so you need all the downforce help you can get.
That's for sure, Brian. And look at who made it up to the top 5. Davey Hendricks there in a 4. It's going to be interesting. He was really one of the only people I've seen looking to people's outside and shooting that, late move to the outside. I think that's going to be the way to get around people if you want to get this lead. You're going to have to catch somebody off guard. If they just keep going to the bottom and give you that lane up there where you can get to the outside and just not let them come up, and it's going to be crucial. And I want to see how this plays out. Also got the 75 Matthew Chastain. Gavin Martin, 24, just been strong all night there in that 24. So anything happen here, ladies and gentlemen, this restart might get wild. So give me some popcorn.
Yeah, I think right now the top 5 that we got here, I think one of these guys is going to win this race, because all 5 of these guys have shown some really, really strong speed. so far. But there's even some guys at the back here. Got the did the 22 get involved in that wreck?
Yeah, he got a little bit of damage from what Zach's seen.
Yeah,
He was
had a
looking
little
pretty
bit of
good.
damage, yeah.
The 10 was looking pretty solid at the end of the stage there.
Definitely was.
And, Ed Burrell as well. He's been kind of right in between 5th and 10th place there all race, so it's just about staying consistent.
That it is, Brian. And see if Dylan Parker can keep his consistency up, as he's been consistently out in front of this field. See if teammate Matthew there in the 5 can give him anything. Gavin Martin at 24 last time wasn't sleeping on that restart. He was all over. Let's see if he can do it this time.
All right, well, we're going to set these guys sail here again as we're going to get to Freaky Green, and hopefully we'll see if this is the last Freaky Green. But prior races showed difference as we got greens out. Oh, blinking. Oh, the free's blinking. That's not a good time to blink.
Yeah, he caught the 24 sleeping that time.
Yeah, he got him. That was able to allow the 5 a chance. Does the 5 make a move to the outside? He looked on the inside of his teammate. Teammate gave him the inside. It's getting wild, boys. You think teammates is not racing each other hard? That just shows you how hard they're racing. He knows how important that clean air is.
Yeah,
Here comes Chastain.
That 3 went all the way down in the backstretch. Hit the block.
And the cooler it gets, also, Robert, you're bringing out how cool is this 95-degree track temp, ladies and gentlemen. Now, we've dropped a good bit the last few laps and last few cautions. And I can tell you one thing, the more grip you get, the easier it is to pass in this package. You get more grip, you can stay wide open longer, and that's where the drafting comes into factor. Oh, man, people really loose getting on that apron.
Wow, the 24 just saved it. Did you see him? He just did a slide job.
He did a slide job without passing anybody.
Right? I mean, he slide job, you know.
Look at the 75.
Ooh, looking on the inside.
Telling you, keep an eye out for the 75. Week in and week out, he's fast. It's just the luck has not been on his side.
It has not, but he is trying to make the luck come to him.
Man. He got doored.
I think the 5 thought the 75 was going to turn a little bit earlier there, and that just happens. Now you got the 4, Davey Hendricks. Dylan Parker, though, looking in his mirror, says, yeah, let's go ahead, do that. That's exactly what I want to see.
Ooh,
this is getting physical, ladies and gentlemen.
Spicy.
Yeah.
Between these two. 75 says, I want to see if I got a shot for that 3. And look at that again. Oh, man.
75 says, hey, no, I want to be half a lane off the bottom. And if I was going, no, you're going to ride that white line.
This is going to be
and the 5 is going to tell him that, hey, look, man. And, there it is again.
Oh, man. 75 holds on to it.
Guys, this is not Martinsville.
Right. These are high speeds, ladies and gentlemen. Wow. Yeah, I mean, Davey Hendricks is probably praying right now. And again, pushes them up.
Oh, and now we got.
I think that 5 is going to be happy about that.
Nope, not happy at all. 75 better hope he don't catch him later.
Or let Dylan Parker get way out ahead. And Matthews took a good little bit of damage on that left front there. You're going to look at Davey Hendricks here. He's going to try to get by this 5.
Yeah, but I'd rather have left front damage than right front damage.
That's true. But still, with this package, damage is damage. Drag is any bit of drag you have on that car that you get is just not fun to deal with. Look right there. The 4 was able to make the bottom work really well with the patience.
Yeah, where did the 17 come from?
Whew. We had Joshua Personette in the 26 back here in 14. Sorry to jump way back there, but he made a heck of a move. Yeah, that 17 did come out of nowhere.
I was just watching this battle between 5, a 24, and a 4. I see him come out of the corner of the camera coming about 20 miles an hour quicker.
He is. Look at Davey Hendricks. He's starting to put pressure on that second place car, Matthew Chastain. And he's got his Matthew Chastain's got his buddy, other Matthew buddy there in the 5 behind him. Look, wow. Chastain being really aggressive right now. It's going to be interesting to see how much these guys take of it. This Davey's going to look to the inside here.
This 75 let that door open a little bit.
Yeah, and he's going to clear.
Uh-oh.
You better shut that door.
And now we got the 5 and the 75. Okay.
24.
I think the 5 actually got a little bit of nose damage.
Oh my God.
I think, what I was saying there, guys, I think the 5 has a little bit of nose damage.
Yeah, he's hurt.
Yeah, he does, yeah.
Yeah, from bumping into the 75, it you know, and that hurts the aerodynamics in these cars, so.
Definitely does.
We're still not able to get around the 75.
Yeah, 75 was able to get back around. Also, Brady Clark in the back had a huge save, guys. So shout out to Brady Clark. I seen it. That was wild.
You seen it.
I seen it.
You seen it? All right. He talks as bad as I do. Well, that Budweiser.
Side by side,
that Budweiser car, yeah, it's a little bit beat
the
up
24
there.
got tied underneath the 5. Oh, that was
Oh
close.
man,
was
I can't
close.
keep up with the action. Where are we at now?
Yeah.
It's too
We're
much.
side by side everywhere. We're second, third, fourth.
And the 17, he's like, yeah, here I come.
Yeah, Brian D's qualifying 13th. He's up to 6th. He says, all right, guys, I'll keep going at it.
He's gonna bring out the Wolfman on his car and be like, cut down some tires. I have no clue where I was
the
going
17
with
looked on the bottom of him. The 24.
Oh, it got real tight, though. This is craziness.
He clears for second there. See if Davey can hold on to the second position. But look
Yeah, I
at
think
how
you got
big
him
a
now.
lead Dylan Parker has. 2.7 seconds, Brian, last time by.
See, that's how much time you lose. So much time racing in this package.
That you do, and look at the 24 to 5 going back at it again. They got to have buddy of the 18, William here. He's got her fixed back up from that earlier damage. It's going to get wild. It's
gonna
already
get
wild. Yeah, I was about to say, it's already wild. What am I talking about?
Oh, that Burrell looking all the way down there.
Well, guys, I'm trying to keep up with all the action, but I don't know where to go with anything here. As 18, where did the 18 come from? Williams.
He got her fixed up. That nose fixed up, Robert. And he's back up here cruising. Like I said earlier, he had a lot of damage. And he was flying. So I think he's got that new nose on it. He's trying to push that 17 past that, bro.
Oh, and we have the 44 going around.
Oh, big damage.
Eric just, the 14 new paint scheme got smashed.
Oh,
Wow.
that 14. Oh, no. That was unfortunate for Jay Bell there. Nowhere to go. He's head on at that 44.
We'll ride along with Eric here in the 44 and see what happens. And he got off the gas and hit the outside wall, and then he was on for the ride.
Man, that was nose to nose.
Yeah, the 14. Oh, man. Oh, man. Wow.
And unfortunately, the 12 is taking it behind the wall.
Yeah, William Martin had to take it behind the wall tonight.
I don't know if the 14 has a quick repair or the 44. They're bringing it down pit road as we're watching here live. You can see the 44 overshot his stall and new car. All right.
Okay. 14, I think, is
14 is no new car.
Yeah, he's gonna have to get as much of that fixed as he can.
Yeah. With 39 laps to go, ladies and
It's the
gentlemen.
money stop.
Yeah.
This
wow.
is because
I don't
you
think they can
can
make it,
about
though.
make it.
You can about, yeah, exactly, Brian. You can about make it, I believe, from here, but
I'd save a little bit on these caution laps, but I think you can make it.
you can, yeah. Well, I believe we had some. No, I'm wrong. Ooh, the 5 gets past the 75, so we're about to have a repeat battle here. See how that goes.
Yeah, I don't like
There's
those
probably
cars
flaring there.
being close to each other.
It's bound to be happening. It's going to be interesting here. See how this 5 and the 75 race each other here.
Because all that was, it wasn't. They weren't trying to do that on purpose. All it was is that they were going for the same spot of pavement in the corner, and that's what's going to happen when you're both. Because the 5s, he's trying to arc it in, he's trying to come down, but then 75, he's just.
I don't want to go
right there.
Now. Yeah.
Yeah, he's trying to, and that's a smart thing to do, is to run half a lane off the bottom when you're trying to pass somebody, because then it does make them adjust their line, because they don't expect you to be there. So yeah, he's going to have to get around him again. I think. Let's see, 3, 4. They are going to start side by side, so we'll see how this goes.
Yeah. Look at the 4 though, Davey Hendricks. He was outside the top 10 at the end of the stage, or well, at the end of the stage he was inside the top 5. But after the stage restarted, he was outside the top 10, worked his way back in, got to the top 5. Now he's in the top 2. But he's got teammates also in this bottom lane, Brian. That can come into factor here.
A lot of things can come into factor at this lane. I wouldn't count anybody from 10th on back out of this yet.
Oh, we're talking about the 4. I don't see him. Oh, there he is. Yeah, you got the 62, the 10, and 14, 42, and 44.
I don't know if anybody else noticed this, but right now the numbers of the cars are 3, 4, and 5 in first, second, and third.
Oh.
That's rigged.
It's paid.
Oh, where's the 2 and where's the 1? Oh, they're not here tonight. Okay, this is how it's supposed to finish then. Okay.
Yeah, that's it.
That's actually a good one, man.
75 of Matthew Chastain. I don't think he's gonna finish it. That's the case because he's in the 75. So, I don't think he's in 75th position, but he's in 4th. So maybe he needs to change.
No, well, he could finish 7th or 5th.
That's true.
There you go.
Oh, there you go. There you go. Yeah.
As the 24 can finish 2nd or 4th. So the 17's gonna win because he can either finish 1st or 7th. Or Ed Burrell.
Wild, wacky.
Ed Burrell's got a better odds if we're going gambling.
That's true. He's 2nd or 3rd.
He's 21. Blackjack.
I think I have my car number 11.
There you go.
1-1.
There you go. Danny
If that
Hamilton.
was the case.
All right, well, 37 laps here to go, guys. Track tempers dropped down to 93, and we're going to set sail, and green's out as that number 3 said, I figured it out again this time.
Yeah, he went early. He's changing it up on the restarts, which is super, super smart.
Very, very.
He's
crucial
going
that he did
again.
that. Yeah. Look, teammate Matthew in the 5 is going to clear the 4, I believe.
That 5 get his damage fixed?
No,
He
he's
did.
still got that. He's still got it.
Oh, he does, doesn't he? I was looking on the wrong side of the car.
Yeah, I think he knows there's a lot left in this race. He didn't want to waste that fast fix. You know, you never know. He could end up junked. So
Yeah, that was the
75
previous.
Chastain.
Yeah, Chastain, I'm telling you.
Looking on the inside.
I'm not a fan of his paint scheme, but I'm becoming a fan of him.
Well, hey, anybody with the last name Chastain
they gotta be a wheelman.
Right. Well, he is a wheelman. Like I said, don't want to keep talking about him, but man, just the luck he's been having. But he keeps plugging at it as he's, he's on the inside there, trying to look underneath Davey as Darren Cole now just put down a 29.252. Wow.
That's quick. Those
Quick.
75 to the outside of the 5 now.
That 10 is very quick. You gotta point that out in the back here. I've noticed he's super, super quick.
Yeah, he was like that at Las Vegas, guys. Very, very, very fast car at Las Vegas.
Yeah, and he's just had issues with track position tonight, and I think if he can get some track position, these guys might have to worry about him a little bit. Oh my gosh, the battle is going on. Davies all over the back of the 3, but the 5 has got the 75, the 24, the 17, the 21, and the 26 all over him.
We'll see how this goes because 75, I think, is a little bit quicker than the 5. He's got to figure out how to get around him.
Oh, on the
inside again. Oh, man.
Tight race in the 5's now getting 75 nothing, I don't think.
No, all the room. He used up all his room last run.
Yeah. We're going to 3 and 4 here. Let's see how this goes.
Ooh, not good.
5 drove it off in there in the middle and got a great turn to the center. 75 just not carrying the speed on the bottom there. He's going to be under attack here from the 17 looking on this inside. He's going to block him into the grass.
Put him in the grass.
Okay, well.
Or extra wide.
Has everybody got the popcorn and soda out? And what do you say, Brian? Is the pot boiling yet?
Is it
no, I
similar?
don't think so.
Not yet.
Still
Is it?
Right, you know, water boils at 212 degrees Fahrenheit. I think we're at about 195 right now.
Okay,
We're getting there.
we're getting there. All right.
And Burrell there in the 21.
Yeah, he's having a great run tonight.
He is there in 7th. Joshua Personette there in the 26 on his inside.
Oh, he's gonna. That's a passive-aggressive block right there, running about half a lane off the wall down the back stretch.
Yeah.
Hey, I don't want to give you all
I'm
this.
not giving you room. Oh, wow. We had smoking from our leader here.
Yeah.
That was 27 Casey there. Looks like he had he spun around a few
Just to
times.
go
up for
to
sure.
orbit.
Well, we don't want to talk about Pistons going to orbit. That's the 24. What happened to that? He went flying at I forget what track it was. I think it was Las Vegas.
Or did he get launched?
Launched. Yeah, he went to outer space and back. 5 to 7 with a space car. So that's just a little insight there.
That it is. Dylan Parker, though, still continuing to be super strong out here out front.
I don't think anybody has anything for him.
Not unless the 4 is just taking it easy right now. That's a possibility.
Iron, I think they're still pit stop, within range here.
Quite possibly.
We'll have to see. Maybe they could make it. I'm unsure on the 75% how long that is, ladies and gentlemen. Sorry, and I haven't raced in Texas in a few months, so they're looking the 4, searching. That's what I want to see with my second place car right there. Gotta search. If you got the gap, search.
Hey, I mean, what are you gonna? You're already
Exactly.
losing. You're not gaining anything. So maybe you can gain something by searching with these Monster Energy cars, which is
Definitely.
clean air and a cleaner track. You get more grip. That's Dale Jr. He was known to do that a lot.
Yeah. It the interesting thing is he's starting to fall out of that super turbulent air. The turbulent air really gets really bad about 6/10 within that driver.
Okay.
He's about 7/10 back, so he's right within that range of being super turbulent air. But I believe like that last time by, he was quicker than our leader, just because he's right outside that zone, but he's still getting that little bit of draft down the straightaway. So I think in clean air they're pretty even. The draft's helping him just a little bit down the straightaway, and it's hurting him in the corners. But it's interesting. He's out of the super turbulent air, but still, there's so much turbulent air behind these cars. It's so hard to follow.
And that's. I'm glad you brought that up because I never thought of that, Zach. I mean, that is actually that's actually a pretty good call on how far back you get out of it and get into the clean air, and you can actually pick up speed. So that's just shown right there. What's happening with the 4.
And I'd say, what'd you say, Zach? About 8/10? Kind of lose all that dirty air effect.
I'd say definitely about a second. You're pretty clean on the nose, and you feel pretty good. Now I still don't think you're 100% like Dylan Parker's getting, which we don't know these things, but it's just going off the feel, and we got a battle there. The 5 and the 75. He 75 was looking at us straight away. We got the Matthew battle, and they're saying there can only be one Matthew to rule them all. So,
Ooh, we got loose. Oh Lord. Oh, good save.
Yeah, we were just riding with him too. I went right up here at the camera as that was happening.
And if there's a few tracks on the circuit that really the 3 and 4 are pretty similar, I'd compare Charlotte, Atlanta, Texas. They're 3 and 4s. Las Vegas kind of similar, where you really got to eat that white line. You got to have the left side tire on the white line, and that's why you're flirting with that apron, and you'll see them get that little bit loose if you get too much of them.
And it's easy to do too, because you get the way you see the white line in the car when you're right on top. Well, not on top of it, but right beside it where you need to be. It almost looks like you're on top of it. So it's kind of a weird thing. You think you got a little bit more, but you don't, and then you hit it, and that happens.
Yeah, and it happens out of the blue. It's just whoop. It's just like you almost hit a banana peel, I guess, in Mario Kart. It's very out of control when you get that weight lifted off that front end there. And wow, it just slides. And I've actually seen a little bit of a loose coming out of 2 here from some of these guys. It might be a little pushed loose more than anything. That's kind of what we feel a lot of times with these cars. Mm-hmm. And you see is Davey's trying the mid lane. He's just trying stuff because it's just not working. Right now, I'd say he's in pretty clean air. I mean, it's like I said, not as clean as Dylan's, but it's not going to affect the lap time as much as you would think it would. And
he got a second or 1.4 seconds to the leader, so he's got just about the cleanest air you can have, not being in first.
Definitely. And he just can't get this gap in Dylan. Dylan's just right on the bottom, all the way around the track, hooked up in this 3-car, man. He's putting on a heck of a show here, guys.
Yeah. Oh, I'm looking at the 4 here. We're riding on the roof, and on the right side front, Davey has a little bit of damage.
That he does, Robert. He does have a little bit of that fender not flared all the way out. It's kind of rolled over a little bit.
Yeah.
I can tell you one thing. Ask Matthew back here in the 5. I'm sure he's hit that left front fender there. He doesn't like how it's rolled over.
Yeah, that's got to play a factor. Well, it does. It is playing a factor for him.
But they're just lucky that we don't have tire rubs in iRacing yet.
Yeah, definitely.
The 5 would definitely have a nasty tire rub, and the 75 would as well from that contact earlier.
Tire rubs would put a lot of people in the pits on iRacing.
Oh yeah,
and it'll be interesting. One day, you never know, we might have tire rubs. So,
but there's just such an emphasis on aero that it's almost like having a tire rub.
Yeah.
Just you ain't got to come down a pit road.
Well, what tire are they running here tonight at Texas Speedway?
It's an intermediate tire, yeah.
Intermediate.
Okay. Intermediate tire, minimum right side PSI of 45.
Yeah, 45 pounds.
Yep. That's how you can tell what tire you're running, by whatever minimum PSI you run on your right.
Yeah, they allow you.
So you know more than I do on that. I don't know nothing.
Well, we figured that out at Bristol.
Yeah.
Or I figured that out at Bristol. When I got into Bristol and I saw 45 on the right side for the minimum, so I was like, oh, okay. Running intermediate tires.
Okay.
Darren Cole back here, too. We were talking about the 10 a little bit. He's in 10th here. He's only a 10th off the leader pace-wise, really, these last few laps. And he's been in pretty dirty air. And Davey, he's running really. Darren's running just as quick laps as Davey and Matthew here in 2nd and 3rd. So nobody really touching Dylan right now. He's in his own. Well, actually, Davey there clicked him off an 8. So every now and then, Davey clicks off a lap right there around Dylan, but just not consistent enough. Dylan's just really consistently clicking off laps here that are really, really good.
And here comes that 10. He's going to try to look by that 62 of Zach. And that Napa Know-How, Lightning Bolt or Flames, I'm not exactly sure. And he does, he makes the pass. So
That's really good, especially late in this run.
yeah, and this is the longest run they had all night. They're 26 laps into this run. So this is territory that these guys, you know, unless they did it in practice, really don't know what the cars are going to do. And track temperature wise too, you're really not going to know because track temperature is now down to 94. So they didn't practice. Even if you did a long run of 25 laps plus, the track temperature was like 101 to 102 degrees. So, you know, I guess you would kind of know, you know, but well, as we're speaking about it, the 62 is going to power his way right back around.
Yeah, he is. Darren got out in front of him and just after he got in front, he just couldn't. He just had a bad lap there and allowed the 62 to get back by him, and now he's got to fight back all over again to get by that 62. It's tough to pass in this package.
Guys, I've been watching this 5 and 75, and their 75 is quite a bit quicker than the 5 right now. And just coming down to the wire, this is about to get interesting between these two again.
Well, the question is we got 11 laps to go. I'm assuming they can make it on
fuel. Yeah, same, Robert.
They ain't been it yet. Yeah.
Yeah, you would have definitely seen people dipping off pit road here by now. Trying to get that position. I don't think anybody, you know, some of these guys back here would have nothing to lose if it was like that. But definitely think they can make it. Maybe they know something we don't know, but definitely good.
Big run from the 75 is going to look on his side.
That's the 5 give him, and it looks like the 5's going to give him the room.
Yeah.
Well, you see what that 5 just did there? He diamonded that corner.
Oh yeah, on the outside. Yeah, he come from the top to the middle. Really.
Yeah. And he's going to try to do the same thing in 1 and 2, and it's working.
He's doing pretty well. And it's tough to be that 75 on the bottom, but 75 was patient, didn't let the car push up too much.
He's doing a good job on that bottom line. I didn't think he was going to be able to hang down there as long as he has.
It has side by side coming out of 4. These guys are battling for a podium position here tonight at 3rd place. We're under 10 laps to go. It's everything now.
Well, the only battle I see right now is between these two guys.
Who's going to clear him?
There he goes.
He does. Yeah, well, I don't think it's over.
Oh, it's not over.
Yeah. Unless 75 can pull away. But let's go back here. We got Paul. We didn't talk about Paul too much in that mellow yellow back here. He's running 19th. We got Hunter Miller back here in the 99.
Manuel Wolf having a rough night for qualifying 2nd. Unfortunately, they're running 16th.
He's been a very, very fast vehicle week in and week out, and it just seems like he's at the wrong place at the wrong time. You know, you know, if he would go and try to play the lottery, I don't think he'd win. You know, he's like my kind of luck. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
If he didn't have bad luck, he wouldn't have any luck.
Yeah, more or less. Yeah. So you know, that's the back runners. But you know, out of this here too is kind of shocking to me is to see this 22 of Bryson Clark. He's back here in 14th position. That is kind of
never got a hang on it tonight.
It's
track position and just went away from there as a 7 there to do some damage. Yeah, he does have damage definitely. But yeah, looking from his practice times, his qualifying times. Expect a little more out of that 22.
Ooh, no, that is gonna change the whole thing. We were just watching that live. Look out.
Watch out.
Base. Oh, the 99. And the 99 loses it. Oh my goodness! With 4 laps to go,
This is why we shouldn't talk about anybody.
I'm telling you, twice now we watched it live happen. I mean, we don't even have to go back to the instant replay. We're just, okay.
Yeah, that was just a consequence of just getting tight out of two, and two cars racing hard at the end of the race got together, and unfortunately it didn't end
right.
well.
Who's the gambler and who's the... You got no one to hold them, you got no one to fold them, ladies and gentlemen. It's Texas. We're playing Texas Hold'em right now.
I've never heard that one before.
Texas Hold'em?
No, I've heard of Texas Hold'em, but I didn't.
What, you got no one to hold them, you got no one to fold them?
Oh, that's what you said.
That's Johnny.
I wasn't sure what you said.
Well, everybody pitted, so
you might gamble. That's my question. Here.
They do got.
Nope.
No one takes.
No, you can't. You gotta take tires in. You can't take two tires. The left side's where way too much.
I think the 5 took a fast repair also. That's a clean left front there for the 5 machine. So
let's see. Did the 4? Did he still have one?
I believe the 18 didn't take his.
The 4. Let's see here. No,
the 4's clean.
Is it okay? My screen's showing he still got right side damage.
Oh, nope. Yeah, I see it now.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's got some, still a little bit of right front. Not too bad though.
We do got 3 attempts, and this is going to be attempt 1 because, as you can see up there on the race, it now reset the laps. So now we have to go into the manual mode here, everybody out there. The laps are not going to show as they're not going to be counting here because you can see it's reset 4 to 3. So the ticker will keep up to date, but as for lead changes or cautions, it won't show us, as the game here with 1 lap to go will think the scoring system that we use here at Freaky Fast will think the race is actually over, and it's not. So we're going to have to go into the manual mode, guys, and call it, unfortunately. So that's just what comes with having green-white checkers right now and iRacing in the background. So
definitely. It's interesting if this 18 stays out.
Yeah, I'm curious as well, because, he's not going to finish up there, but where he was running, he might gain some position.
I don't think...
and he was involved in that wreck last time.
I don't think that's a good call, man. Honestly, I think this is a bad call, and I'm going to call it out, everybody. 37 laps on his tires. The minute you go back green, he better go low, because that thing's going to wheel spin bad.
Oh, he's going to stay out, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh, man.
Dylan Parker is...
he's going to hold him.
Dylan Parker is... this is his worst nightmare right here. Also, so...
Well, it's going to be the worst nightmare for the 4. The 3's going to be able to probably blow by the 18. The 75, anybody on the top line basically is going to be able to blow by, probably back to maybe 5th, back to the 17 car, probably. But the 4, the 5, the 26, the 10, they're going to get bottlenecked.
My question is 18 under full power?
Yeah, I just see it coming.
The 4 is hoping he can clear him. So I know the 4 is hoping. The 3, this is going to be wild, ladies and gentlemen. Everybody hold on to the edge of your seat.
The person who's in the worst position is a 75, because coming out of 2, he's going to be on the outside of the 18. The 18 is going to be pushing it. If he's up full power, that is.
Well, we'll see
here. To find out.
Well, we are going to find out with the first attempt at a green-white checkered here, and he's already sliding old tires, and that 4, what's he do? What's the 75? Oh my God! Jeepers weepers!
Lap, we'll be surprised.
If that
around him, look at the 4
right on the bumper.
On the bumper. He's gonna make a move to the outside. The 5's gonna look. Oh man, he cut the door. Hard racing between these boys.
They got to get the white flag. They got to get the white flag.
75 on a bumper of the 5.
Hard racing, ladies and gentlemen. 75.
Oh no! No!
Big wrecking behind. We're gonna stay green though. We're gonna stay.
Yeah, it took the white flag.
Oh, that 15's up over. Did we get the white flag?
We got the white flag. No caution. Can the
Ford's gotta run.
He's gotta run. I don't think he's gotta have enough time though.
He's gonna have to not lift.
He's got to drive. He's just dive bomb that. He's got to go.
Can't do it. Not enough time.
What a race!
Wow, what a finish! And look who just put down the fastest lap on the last lap of the race. A 29.215 of Davey in that 4. Holy mackerel.
Look at Gavin Martin in the 24, bringing home 3rd after that incident there.
Wow.
12. Joshua Personette 4th.
Good job, Gavin. I mean,
yeah. Yeah.
Unfortunately for the 5 car, he's going to finish in 17th position.
That he is.
Wow.
And what that was there, I think the just the 75 was looking on the inside of the 5, and I think the 5 thought he was clear, and so he came down in the trioval like the 75 wasn't there, but the 75 was. Just a little bit of contact.
Wow, what an ending, ladies and gentlemen, here to this race.
Wow. Week in and week out, it is not over until the fat car sings. All right. Well, we're going to get ready to have our interview here with the top 3, but we will quick run to a commercial break by Be the Match, and we will have our post-race interviews with the top 3. So we will be right back after this quick word.
One of the main reasons I did decide to join the registry is because the lack of African American representation on the registry. It's our responsibility to register. This is something that we can control. You can do this. Think about if it was your child. Think about if it was your sister. Don't let fear be the only reason that you don't save a life.
My name's Quentin O'Donnell. I'm 19 years old, and I was born and raised in Boulder, Colorado. When I was 16 years old, I was diagnosed with Hodgkin lymphoma, and since then, I have been doing 3 years of treatment. For the future, I hope that I'm able to beat my disease and just be a normal person. I want to go to college, I want to continue to race, maybe be a professional driver one day, and just keep on living. That's my goal.
All right, we are back after that quick word from Beat a Match. We do appreciate them, but all right, well, we have our top. Who do we have here? 3rd and 2nd place right now here waiting. So, okay, we got to move. All right, okay, so, all right. You want to take 3rd place there, Brian?
Yeah, let's do it. Let's get a talk in with the 24 of Gavin Martin. Hey, Gavin, it's Brian in the booth. You got a copy?
10-4.
Hey, man, well, you had a pretty good race running up front all night and managed to escape the craziness on that last lap there, narrowly missing the 5 to bring her home to a 3rd place finish. So how'd the car feel for you tonight?
The car felt really good. We were pretty fast on a short run, somewhat fast on a long run, but I'm pleasantly surprised how well it performed tonight because it's been a real rough start to the season, but today it really changed for me.
Yeah, you did. I mean, you did well inside the top 10 for most, if not all, of the race tonight after qualifying 12th place here. And let's see, looking here in points, got you here. Where are you? There you are in 10th place. So good points night for you here tonight. As coming into this race, you were only 14 points above the cut line. So that's got to feel pretty good heading into playoffs here in a few weeks.
Absolutely. Really what I needed after some pretty poor performances the last couple of weeks. Really glad I was able to pull it out.
Yeah, awesome. Well, where do we go next week?
Belle Isle, I think.
Yep, Detroit.
Oh, okay. So
Yeah.
kind of an unusual track here in this series. But have you do you have much experience there?
Not in the stock car.
Yeah.
I'm probably gonna be taking one of my provisionals next week because I got some other things I got going on, but
Oh man, that's unfortunate to hear. So you won't be racing around that big old Detroit fountain next week.
it's a blessing and a curse.
And yeah. Well, before I let you go and celebrate your third place finish, is there anybody you'd like to give a shout out to?
You guys putting on a great broadcast. All the admins putting on a great league, and my teammates over at FSR.
Alrighty, sounds good. Well, I will let you go, and we'll see you here whenever you want to race again.
All right, all right, 10-4. Thank you.
All right, guys, that was our third place finisher of Gavin Martin in the 24. Great run for him tonight. Needed it for the points, so good to see that there from him. And speaking of points, I think I'm about to talk to the points leader. So let's see what he has to say about tonight's race. Hey, Davey, it's Zach up in the booth. You got a copy, man?
Yes, I do.
Hey, man, well, heck of a race tonight, Davey. You come in tonight as the points leader. You qualified 10th, but you really all night showed your ability to work your way through the pack. And you worked your way up there through the stage. I believe you finished third in that stage, if I'm not correct. And you had to slip back there a little bit. I believe you had a little bit of right front damage that you fixed. And you worked your way all the way back to second. So really describe all the passes you made tonight.
It was a train wreck. I'm not a huge fan of this track, and passing is not. And this league is. I love it, but we don't let people pass very often. I better be dragging my bumper for me to let someone pass, and everyone else does the same thing. So I mean, it took work. I mean, when I was passing Matt Piscata, Chastain, Derek Newsom, like trying to get past any of these guys, it took laps and laps and laps to do it. It was not a one lap deal.
Yeah, definitely. We've seen that all night, Davey. You worked your butt off to get back to where you got to. And really the big thing I seen that you had working tonight is you were one of the only guys really to start early venturing up to that second groove and trying to make the passes around the top instead of the bottom. Did it seem to come in better tonight as the line started to get more rubber wool on that bottom, that middle line start to work a little better?
I mean, I probably would have rather have kept the low line more often. But since passing so hard, if I saw the opportunity to jump on the outside, I knew I could hold the line really well. I knew I'd get good speed off the corners, and the person below me, they'd have to check up. They wouldn't get the same run I would. So as much as I could, I would go to the bottom. But later on in runs, the high side worked really well. And then if I needed to get past somebody and didn't want to take the time to get below them, the high side worked almost as well.
Yeah, definitely. We've seen that work pretty well for you there tonight. And well, you're talking about Texas. You don't really like this place as much. How do you like Detroit, the street circuit of Detroit?
See, I love road courses. That's honestly my favorite thing to race in stock cars, and I don't know why. But I've never really put many laps down at Belle Isle. So I think I'll enjoy the track, but it's going to take me some time this week to run laps, to learn the corners, learn braking points, and all that good stuff. But I'm glad we get to go to places that are different. I'm glad we don't race, vanilla 15 weeks, a mile and a half with a super speedway thrown in. I like that we go to different places. It makes it more interesting.
Well, I gotta applaud you there because I'm in the same boat as you. There ain't nothing better than driving a stock car around left and right at a street circuit. That's gonna be amazing. I can't wait for that next week. But yeah, I gotta applaud you on being a fan of that because not many guys enjoy that, and I think more guys would if they gave it a chance more. So, cool to see people like you actually enjoy stuff like that. So.
Yeah, it's me. I think Emmanuel Wolf is a good road course racer. He'll probably do well next week. Keith Calhoun, Frank DiMaggio, they might not be here next week, but I know for a fact those guys usually run circles around me. Dylan Parker, he does well wherever he is. But for some reason, like Emmanuel Wolf will excel at the road course.
Definitely. There's definitely what we like to call the guys that the road course ringers are for short, and it usually tends to be the guys that are good on the ovals too. The guys that work the hardest and put in the laps. So, but before we go there next week, anybody want to shout out Davey before we let you come in for your second place finish tonight?
Definitely got to thank Colonial Riders, that are the title sponsor of this series. They put money up to help us run everything. We appreciate them coming on. Also for Longshot Motorsports, me, Jake, Jade Bell, Darren Cole, Eric Mower, Zach Provost was a member tonight. Paul Turner was another one. And then we have a couple sponsors for Longshot, Weekends with Warriors, Veterans of Foreign Wars, as well as Wheels for Warriors, all fantastic veterans organizations. And we appreciate them coming on as well. And then obviously you guys in the booth. Y'all do a bang-up job.
Thank you very much, Davey, and we'll catch you next week, man. Congrats on your second place finish.
Thank you.
All right, guys. That was our second place man of Davey Hendricks there, as Robert likes to call him, Mr. Hendrick. He put on a heck of a show tonight there, finishing in second, keeping his points lead, I believe. So be interested to see what this man who kind of cut into his lead, I believe, a little bit with his stage win and win tonight. So, of that number 3 there, Robert.
All right. I'm down here with him, Victory Lane, and we'll have a chat with him. Dylan, Robert up here in the booth. You got a copy, bud?
Yes, sir.
Well, we talked earlier when you won the stage. We got the feedback on how that race was going for you all the way up until then. How was the car for you afterwards, from the stage to the victory?
It felt the same, really, but after we got that long run, my car really felt like it felt like the tires didn't wear at all, so I just started gaining seconds on the guys behind me, and if that caution didn't come out, that probably would have been a really, really boring finish.
Yeah, you got out there and you were pretty far ahead, but man, that caution came out. Whew! Wow, what a finish! That 4 M&M's Toyota, he was hunting you down. He ran the fastest lap, the last lap of the race, and he was hauling it, sending the mail. Were you worried if you had about another lap or two? Did you have more in the tank to hold him off if we had a lap or two more in the race?
If there was a few more laps, I know that the clean air would have became more of a thing, so probably would have been able to keep the lead. But I knew if I could just hold the bottom, he wouldn't, unless he turned me, he probably wouldn't be able to get past me.
Right.
But it definitely made my heart sink when I saw the caution.
You're probably thinking, oh, man. Well, what were you thinking with that 8? Well, I hate to say this, but that 18 stayed out. Wow, what a gutsy move that was. I mean, everybody weaved around him, but what was your mind aspect on that when you seen him stay out in the lead and that put you on the high side?
Well, when I saw how solid Davey was and he was on the inside, I thought I had just lost the race. I thought I just probably come home third or something, since the outside has not been a good place to start on. But after he restarted and his engine was apparently damaged, he had old tires, and I got past him, it basically felt like I had won the race.
Mm-hmm. Right. You basically used 18 as a roadblock.
Oh, yeah. I didn't think it was the smartest move by him, because he could have just got new tires, maybe passed more cars than where he finished.
Yeah, that move, 37 laps on his tires, that was such a I give him props. He didn't spin it out. No one wrecked into him, but it was a roadblock to a lot of the people in the back. But hey, he's racing for position and points too, and trying to stay above the cutoff line, to make it to the playoffs. You finally, you get back to back, first time here in season 4 here at SlideJawb with SlideJawb Colonial Riders Cup Series. You led 133 laps out of 137. So, wow, I mean, you just dominated the race, man. So with that being said, we head off to Detroit next week. Are you ready for that?
Well, I haven't even bought the track yet, so
Okay.
I don't know.
Okay.
Typically, I can pick up things decently fast,
Right.
but with no experience at the track, I don't think I'm going to have a fun time.
Yeah. I'm with you. I haven't pulled no laps on it. I don't know if Brian here or Zach has even did any laps on it. I don't know. I don't know much about the track. So, but all right, man. Well, is there anybody you want to give a shout out to before I let you go celebrate this and you pack up to head out to the Detroit and get ready for that fun race?
Well, I'd just like to thank Colonial Riders for sponsoring the league and you guys for broadcasting. And I can see my dad in the comments, obviously. To thank him, I don't. Ugh. And yeah, just thank William Martin for hosting the league. And I mean, it's pretty fun tonight. We got actually green flag runs, but obviously I'm gonna be a little bit biased.
Right. Well, now that I know that's your dad, tell your dad I do apologize for ladies and gentlemen all the time.
No, he's just a stick in the mud.
Okay. All right, man. Well, congratulations again, man, and we'll let you pack up, go celebrate, and enjoy the rest of your night, and we'll catch you next week at Detroit.
Okay, thanks.
All right.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, that was our Robert, you just made me say ladies and gentlemen. I don't know why.
His dad gets on me all the time. He posted on YouTube, if I hear ladies and gentlemen again.
I don't even like know why that went in my brain, but that was our winner tonight.
Well, I don't feel bad because I'm not the only one that says it. So,
right.
All right. So, all right. Well, he wants us to call everybody out there, y'all. So, y'all.
I agree. I'm from Carolina too. I'm sure they're from Carolina, probably. Carolina or South Carolina.
Here we go. Come south against the north. Yeah.
We're all brothers.
Yeah, Dylan Parker's Racing Club is Carolina. So.
Oh, well, that makes sense. There we go. I say y'all all the time too. So there we go.
Well,
we'll fit right in, Robert.
We're gonna. There. All right, y'all. See there, he's already put.
He's gonna stop saying "use guys." You say "use guys."
That's a northern thing. All right, well, you guys want to run through the final results there, Brian?
Yeah, I got you. Tonight, your winner, Dylan Parker, coming in second. Davey Hendricks, and rounding out the podium in third is going to be Gavin Martin. Joshua Personette is going to be finishing fourth here tonight. Ryan Dees is going to be finishing fifth. Noah, Mari is going to finish sixth. Darren Cole seventh. Ed Burrell eighth. Hunter Miller ninth. Eric Mower 10th. Matthew Chastain 11th. Paul Turner 12th. Derek Newsom 13th. Brian Bryson Clark 14th. William Almond 15th. Brady Clark 16th. Matthew Piscata 17th. Emmanuel Wolf 18th. Zach Probst 19th. Casey Sawich 20th. Hank Caston, 21st. Jade Bell, 22nd. William Martin, 23rd. Corey Cook, 24th. And Jordan Bier is going to round out the field in 25th.
All right. That's your unofficial results here with SlideJawb Racing League, brought to you by Colonial Riders. I do appreciate them coming aboard with these guys here. But looking at this unofficial results, guys, there's like three drivers that kind of catches my eye here. Is that 14 of Jay Bell, William Martin. We talked earlier. Shocked that he said he had a really good car, and unfortunately had caught up into some stuff. And if I go down the list, 14th to 22 of Bryson Clark there. Penske Racing just didn't have a night at all here at Texas. So, next time they come here, hopefully they'll, figure out the cars and get the cars a little faster out there. But what do you guys think about this race here, basically at the end?
It definitely shook up the points because Bryson Clark there, he's got several people behind him that finished way ahead of him. So that's this race just shuffled up the points quite a bit near that cutoff line, which is always huge. But Texas, it's everything's bigger in Texas, and we got some big action here tonight. Um, and these guys put on one heck of a show. And I look forward to next week at Belle Isle, where I haven't driven a whole lot. I've driven the GT3 cars around there a little bit. It's a very difficult track. It's very, very flat. It's it's a city circuit pretty much, so a lot of blind corners, and it's going to be interesting to see how these guys get a stock car around that place.
Yeah. Tonight was a epic race, and I gotta just say congrats to Dylan Parker on an amazing performance. That was really, really good. He never gave anybody a chance, so we just gotta commend him on when you have performances like that. People should notice, I think, and that was definitely a huge one there for him. So congrats to him and back to back. So he's on cloud 9 right now. So also Davey Hendricks points there having a great night. Gavin Martin in the 24 having a great finish there at the end of the 24, running up front really most of the race. It really, really good racing. And that's what we're all here for. So I'm just glad to be a part of it, and I cannot wait for Detroit because a street circuit with stock cars. I'm sweating right now. So
yeah,
I'm ready to go turn laps.
Yeah, I have to do some studying. Like I said, I don't know anything about the track at all.
Yeah, it's a very famous track. They've had Formula One race. I mean, the Detroit Grand Prix has been there before. IndyCar races there. IMSA races there. It's a very popular racetrack, and
beautiful.
It's one of the newer tracks on iRacing too. So it's really well laid out, and really one of the only street circuits we have on iRacing. So with walls on every corner. Yeah, and that's such a big factor. You go to most of these road courses, you got grass and dirt on the side. You don't have walls. This track's got a wall. It's just
if you go off the track, you get damage.
Exactly. We're going to see any little mistake could lead to an ending of a race just like that, and that's what's going to make it wild.
Wow. Oh, well, I can't wait. Thanks for the input, guys, because, wow. I know I watched it on TV, but like I said, in a virtual world, I have never, ever ran a lap. So I'm sure I'll probably put down a lap or two just to say, okay, I did it, and I don't like it. But, all right, well, this is the time here now, guys, that we do a quick shout out to all the sponsors again. Colonial Riders, like I said earlier, thank you for them coming aboard. Also, I'd like to give a shout out to Be The Match. Thank you for them coming aboard all season here at Freaky Fast. Make sure you check them out in your local area or look them up on your website. I think it's bethematch.org. Also, I want to also give a shout out to iPitting. iPitting is a web tool designed for iRacing teams. It helps you create iRacing series boards for all your teammates. It provides for all your teammates a clear version of every data they need: schedule, results, championship points, standings. It also is a great help for your team community manager or team owner, which can use the tool to share to social media, Twitch, Facebook, Twitter. He also just put in, as of yesterday, live stream to Twitches. So you can now live stream on your team of all your teammates. So say you got 4 teammates and they all 4 stream the Twitch, you can have it all going at one time for people to go watch and pick which one they want to watch, or they can watch all 4 at the same time, right off the board. So it's there's more coming to that. So thank you to him and the work that they do over there. Also, I want to give a shout out to Dirty Air Podcast for all your motorsports sim racing news on Facebook every Tuesday night after the Peak Series or Road to Pro between 11 to 11:15. They do all that stuff. Talk about NASCAR, sim racing, Indy, dirt, whatever it would be, anything with racing. 4 wheels, goes fast, they talk about it. Or even 2 wheels, actually. But thank you for that, guys. But, well, it has been a great time here, guys, and we are getting ready to sign off until next Monday. We will be live. We will be in car at Racing Freaks next Saturday. But all right, well, we are going to sign off. Hopefully everybody has a great work week and be safe out there. But for Zach Hall here and Brian Johnson and Robert up here at the booth at Freaky Fast, we much say thank you. God love yous all. Peace out.
Peace out, everybody.
Peace out, y'all.